Hello and welcome. This is Survival Coloring Day 28?
It's day 28.
But you have doubts.
Well,
You look like you have doubts.
It's interesting. The YouTube live thing is saying, oh, it said we were live for 16 seconds, and there was okay.
It sounds like
there's
we're
music.
live.
Yeah.
Okay,
That works. But look over here, the actual YouTube dashboard is still like, I'm not really sure if you're streaming. I'm watching the stream in another window, but it's like, maybe you're not streaming. We're not sure.
I think we are. If you can see us.
Oh no, we can, because I can see us over there.
Okay.
We're good.
We can see ourselves.
Hi. Okay, here we are.
We're pretty silly again.
Cat ho!
Cat ho! Welcome everyone.
I just totally spit all over myself.
Cat is your fault.
No, I did it when I was the crazy waggling tongue alien.
Tongue alien?
Tongue alien.
Speaking of tongues, one of you,
I have no idea where this is going.
Annie sent me an amazing picture. Hold on, let me pull it up on my phone. Because you know how we always end the stream with don't lick strangers or don't lick whatever it is that we happen to be talking about. Well, Annie found this amazing post online. I have it on my phone. And it's a mask that's made out of tongues. And it's like
crazy.
Crocheted or something. I'm not really sure.
That's crazy.
Isn't that cool? She saw it and she thought of me.
Oh man, if you see anybody wearing that, run.
It's a little terrifying, but it's kind of awesome.
It's actually super cool.
Somebody took the time to make that. I love it. So keep sending me weird stuff. I love it. I love it. So today is a very involved day. We have a lot to cover. We have some news, we have some announcements, we have some reveals. We'll be working on this amazing Matt Davidson jellyfish mermaid that I started during Mermay Madness. So if you guys didn't see this live stream yet, the recording of this live stream, do check it out. You'll know what it is. It's all over it's all over my channel, it's all over my Facebook group, it's probably linked in the video description, and if it's not, somebody will link you to it. Probably Cindy's linking you to it as we speak in my Facebook group, Tom. So if...
I don't have anything to do, we're both on the screen.
You did...
I'm just gonna dance to the invisible music.
If you did invisible music. Nice, I like it. If you did see this stream, that was an amazing stream, by the way.
You're awesome.
Both Matt and Dawn were live on the stream and had a lot of stories to share. It was incredible. But as much work as we got done, this page is very involved, and we did go into detail on jellyfish. I didn't finish it, but I do want to finish it so I can send this original coloring to Matt, so he can put it on his fridge and be like, yay, a colorist colored it.
Right next to the crayon drawings from his daughter,
his kids, yes.
or whatever, yeah.
Exactly. So I'll just keep working on this all this week until it's done. And if you guys have any questions, for instance, if you missed the live stream and you just saw the rerun, or if you had questions in the stream and you didn't get to ask them, or if you asked them and we completely ignored you, now is your chance to ask those questions again. Or you look amazing.
You think I can go the entire show like this?
Yeah, just don't try singing.
Okay, so if they're from the top down, then they're like vampire teeth? What if they're the other way?
I was going to give you this one, but it doesn't taste very good.
None of them taste very good.
It's white charcoal. Oh, look, 2 white charcoals will be very cute.
Okay.
All right, let's color. Well, actually, before I can't concentrate, like.
Okay.
I like that they're completely mismatched in size and color. And,
I'll let you use those now.
and now they're licked and loved. The pages reveal. I have a new set. What?
Isolina loves your blog post. You should talk about that too.
Thank you, thank you. I will talk about the blog post. See, I even have a note here, the website.
Oh.
See.
It doesn't say blog post.
It says website because the blog post is on the, here, look, there's a marker.
Thank you. What happened to the pen that was here? Did you steal it?
I didn't.
There it is. It's the writing utensil closest to you out of the 50 that are on the desk. Tell me you didn't steal it.
I was framed.
You were framed by yourself.
Yes. It's the worst kind.
Blog post.
Okay, so before we talk about the blog post, everyone's waiting for the pages reveal. Today, a new blog post. Today, you stole my pages. How will I reveal them if they're stolen? I'll have to draw them again.
Hey, Mom's here, Dad's here.
Hello.
Hello, Mom and Dad.
Today, a new set went online live on Etsy. Some of you already own this set because it went live a couple of hours ago. So some of you are very quick and already own these pages. And also, if you are my patron of the tier Cathedral Cat or higher, you have you have these pages on Patreon waiting for you as free gifts. So if you are a Cathedral Cat, Painted Pup, Feather Wolf, or Dragon Fox, don't go crazy buying these on Etsy. You already have them. Just make sure to check Patreon. Check Patreon. So here they are. Ta-da! This is page 1. This page is called Heroes. The entire set is called Back to Better because you know how we always talk about how things will get back to normal?
We don't.
We don't. We say things will get back to better. And to remind you that things will get back to better, I've decided to start this series of sets. So every few weeks I will come out with a new set of 4 pages that are describing something that's happening in the world today that's positive and that maybe you missed in the news, or maybe you forgot, or maybe you just need a reminder of positive and amazing things that are happening in the world and that will remain in the world after the pandemic is over. And the world is still an amazing place full of amazing people, and it's important to remember that.
Like her.
Hence, oh, thank you.
You're
You
welcome.
like me.
Like you.
You like me. So the first page is called Heroes, and it is, of course, the amazing medical professionals that go out every day and fight the evil coronavirus. And of course, they're superheroes, so they have superhero logos on their shirts. The second page is called, I have no idea what he's doing. I think
Trying to draw.
you're throwing a lot of crumpled papers over your shoulder.
It's part of the artistic process.
I see. The second page is called Entertainers, and if you don't know, a lot of people, especially in Italy, are out on their balconies making music for people, like professional musicians out in their pajamas and bunny slippers, coming out to their balconies and just performing amazing, incredible orchestra music for their neighbors to appreciate. So that's something that's happening in the world that's a very positive thing that I think would be fun to color as well. The third page is called Friends. And these are the penguins that met the beluga whale for the first time. A lot of penguins are roaming around the zoos free because apparently they are super intelligent and well-behaved and very much bored. And they're very social animals, so they're just walking around the zoo meeting all sorts of other animals that they would never have otherwise met in nature. And it's adorable.
I have a question.
What?
Do beluga whales, under normal circumstances, eat penguins?
Eat penguins? Other types of whales eat penguins, but beluga whales and penguins, I think they don't interact.
Oh, maybe they're from different hemispheres.
But I think they are, yes. I think beluga whales have
the
not...
whales are like, what are you? I bet the beluga
penguin.
whale is like, yo, you delicious.
He does look very happy.
He's like,
So,
if only there wasn't 4 inches of plexiglass between us, I would tear you up.
right? He's like, nom nom snack. And the penguin's like, friend! Well, this page is a fun new water texture that I've created for you guys. So that should be a very interesting... Yes, what he says.
I am practicing subliminal messaging.
Subliminal messaging.
Subliminal messaging.
Very nice, very nice.
That's right. I'll be like the snake charmer. No, I'll be like the snake. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, you know, I should start drawing little thumbs up
and subscribe.
icons in all the pages.
click the button.
That's
and
right.
enjoy
You
the
want
stream.
to click the button. The button calls to you. This button.
Oh, at least I had it on right. That's good.
Oh my God, if you had it upside down, that would have been disastrous.
This is one of those Post-it note things that's supposed to go in the little Post-it note dispenser, but we don't have those here in Chile. This is one of those Chilean anomalies. They'll sell these, but they don't sell the dispenser. I am 100% convinced that there are notes on this side too. That's very confusing. I'm 100% convinced that Chile gets stuff dumped on it that failed quality control.
Oh yeah, for
We
sure.
frequently get like Kleenex boxes that are printed backwards, or they've got the perforation on the wrong side, or there's
Tea dispenser thingies, the little tea sleeves for tea bags that are not actually pressed all the way. So
Yeah,
when you
that
open it,
aren't
like the
glued.
tea just explodes all over the place.
So we think when stuff fails quality control and they realize that they can't sell it in the United States, they're just like, ship it to Latin America.
Yeah, I had a whole box of tea that I just couldn't use. Or like the staples that didn't go all the way through. Anyway, the fourth page.
We digress.
The fourth
Oh, you're still doing that?
The fourth
Jeez,
page.
I thought you were done.
No, there's a fourth page. The fourth page is called Partners, and it is a little girl and a big dog, her friend dog. And the little girl is wearing a mask, and the mask is matching the dog face because they're adorable and they're best friends. And people should be nice to their dogs because dogs are one of the few things that you can lick these days. So lick your dogs. Unless other people have licked your dogs, then don't do it. Just don't let your dogs lick other people, and don't let other people lick your dogs. Keep your dogs with you and hug them a lot because dogs are wonderful. So there you go. This is the set. It's called Back to Better, Part 1. There will be Part 2 and 3 and 4 and probably 5. And I do plan to bind all of these into a book and publish it as a printed paperback book on Amazon once all the sets are done. But if you think that I'll probably have a set done at least once a month, probably every 3 weeks. So that's probably about 5 to 6 months for me to complete all these sets, and then another month to proofread everything, bind
what you're
it
saying
together.
is that it'll be done by June.
It will probably, no, the book will probably be done in about 7 months. So if you do want to wait for the paperback, you can.
Telling a fib.
But a better way, I think, to collect these sets is to collect them as they come out on Etsy. And they will remain on Etsy even after the book is out. But some people like to have the bound version with the colorful copy and like have it on their shelf and everything. So that will happen as a collector item at the end. So you're certainly more than welcome to wait for that. Or you can collect the sets as they're coming out. As the sets are coming out, they will be at a 20% discount for 3 weeks. Every new set will be on that discount for 3 weeks. So this set is on discount right now. And of course, the link to where you can buy this set is
in the video description
below. So go check it out, or of course, go on Patreon and check it out there. That's the new set.
Oh, they think I'm just trying to get attention.
Well, yeah, it's our stream. Of course, we're trying to get attention.
Oh my gosh.
What?
They think that you just put up with me.
Oh!
I'm gonna scroll back in the chat and I'm gonna set something straight
I'm
here.
gonna. Okay, I don't even know how to use I'm gonna. I am going to color. Before I said...
I believe that's I'm a gonna.
I'm a gonna.
I'm a gonna.
I'm a gonna color.
I'm a gonna color.
I'm a gonna color.
Color.
This is Stop teaching me how to speak right. This is one of those examples of I have no idea what colors I used because this was a while ago and I've already mixed up all my pencils because I've worked on several pages since this. So I'm matching the mood and the colors just with the stuff that I have laying around. I don't remember what exact colors I used.
I have to slouch.
And it doesn't... Oh, am I too tall?
I got really tall.
Oh.
I was like, I was exercising good posture. Oh, actually, maybe your chair shrunk.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe it has one of those busted hydraulics.
Maybe.
Okay.
All right. So I'm just working on the purple here, trying to match the purple tones that I already have. So remember, if you have any questions about this piece at any time during the show, please feel free to ask my lovely assistant, tech support, who will now go through the chat and
And randomly say things.
And randomly say things.
Diane Knuckles says, I just bought your new pages and I'm going to start one tonight.
Yay! Which one are you going to start on? Let me know.
Tiffany says that she already got these designs.
Nice.
Iselina says, Patreon, go do it.
I like that. Wonderful.
Sherry just signed up on Patreon today.
Sherry, I saw that. I saw the email come through right before the show. Thank you so much and welcome. These pages are waiting for you. And because I just saw that you signed up right before the show, your name is not yet in the credits after the show, but I will correct that tonight. And tomorrow after the show, your name will appear in the thank you credits.
But we can just say thank you now.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. I mean, thanks to everybody else as well.
Yes.
Your names are in the credits.
That's right. Okay, who else is with us and what are they saying?
Diane is starting Heroes right now.
Heroes, nice. I think Heroes is going to be everyone's favorite page. I know Lori's already working on that one.
Iselina's hands hurt because she's been sharpening lots of Black Widow pencils.
Oh, you guys, I have something really exciting happened today. So, you know this little pencil that just got licked or chewed or something? Loved. I thought that this was the Black Widow pencil called Black Widow, the Black Widow, the black pencil.
Black
But it
Widow.
is not. I should have known. Look, it has a gold band on it. That means it's from one of the skin tone sets, which means that the original Black Widow pencil is still somewhere around here.
Ooh, scavenger hunt.
So I went digging. I went digging for it today, and I found it. I found it, and now I lost it again. Dig. No, I found it today. Oh, where is it? There it is. Black Widow, and it's huge. This just saves my life for the Black Widow show because her suit is black and I still have to do the entire close-up. So yeah, there you go. I'm trying to save it though and not get carried away. But I did start something for next week's tutorial that requires black, and I already started playing with this, and I'm intentionally putting it aside so that I don't spend it all before the big show on the 23rd.
Sherry says that Iselina should just get an electric sharpener. Would you recommend an electric sharpener?
You know, I've never had an electric sharpener, but we did have one in my art class in high school, and it was kind of awesome. You could just like walk up to it and go bzzz, bzzz, and your pencils are really sharp.
Or you could go bzzz, and then you have no more pencil.
That's true. That's also fun though, even though it sounds a little dangerous. But hey, you can live a little dangerously and sharpen your pencils.
When I was a pup, I remember when they had the manual pencil sharpener in the back of the class with the crank. Yeah, and when it was full, kids would just continue to sharpen their pencils. But there was one very precocious boy in class who would note that the pencil sharpening experience was diminished and would empty the pencil sharpener.
He sounds cool.
And he enjoyed emptying the pencil sharpener so much that he would frequently just sharpen his pencils down to nothing.
so that he could empty
the pencil sharpener. But it wasn't so much the process of emptying the pencil sharpener, it was that while emptying the pencil sharpener, it was the only time that you could see the mechanism inside that actually sharpened the pencil. And we're used to pencil sharpeners that have like the blade on them, which honestly aren't very efficient. But do you remember in the handheld ones, it's got like these 3 twisty crank things that like eat the pencil in this rotational thing? That was a very cool piece of machinery.
That boy sounds like he was very technical.
Perhaps. Perhaps. All right, continuing through the chat. Lisa does actually put up with a lot from me.
No, I don't.
She does.
I do not.
I am...
adorable.
Adorable. Lots of thumbs up, lots of thumbs up. Kat says that Chile is like the outlet mall of countries.
Yeah.
Kind of, except you can sometimes get decent stuff at the outlet mall.
Oh, I thought you were going to say in Chile.
Chile's...
Yeah, you can't actually get decent stuff here.
No, it's silly. I frequently buy things on Amazon and ship them to myself because while it costs a little bit more, it lasts longer. Like we may have mentioned on one of the earlier streams, you can buy a staple gun and it comes with a starter pack of staples, like 50 staples. They don't sell staples. So
Yeah,
when
they'll sell complex things, but they won't sell parts for them.
so when your staple gun runs out of staples, you just throw it away and buy
buy
another
a new
staple gun, which is ridiculous to any of us who come from a place where you can buy staples. But in this country, they don't know any other way. They're just like, well, that's how it's supposed to be. The staple gun comes with staples. When you're done, you throw it in the trash and you buy another staple gun.
And they don't question it. They're like, it's just the way it is.
It's bizarre. Bizarre.
So bizarre.
All right, people don't want to lick their dogs. They will give them little kisses, perhaps get licked by them. But,
Yes. No, I mean,
I emptied the vacuum cleaner today.
not literally lick
Emptied the
your
vacuum cleaner
dog.
today. I was vacuuming, and we have this really awesome little Makita handheld vacuum that's like really great, and it just hasn't been so great lately. And I get take it apart, and I look through the tube, and I'm like, no, I can still see through there.
You sound like that very technical little boy.
I know nothing about that point. So I could see through the tube, but the thing is still not correct. Whatever. Well, I found this little loopy corner thing that you couldn't see through, and it was filled with lint and dog hair. And I dug it out and threw it on the ground, and then picked it up and put it in the trash, and then the vacuum worked. And it was wonderful.
He was so happy. It was
Wonderful. And I went around vacuuming everything.
Like, yes, more of that, please.
And then I tried to get her to vacuum. I was telling her how awesome it was.
I was just like sitting here drawing.
I was like, no, look at all this dust that you can pick up and this debris and this dirt. I don't want to keep this experience to myself. I should share it with you.
Like, yes, dear, you missed a spot right over there.
She just kept coloring. Eva is here.
Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, now we know that it's Eva.
Now they think I'm crazy.
Well, yeah. We know you're crazy. Oh, so the blog post.
Cat's Play says that if she continues to work from home, cats play art, cats. Says if she continues to work from home, she's going to level up in Patreon.
Yay! Ding, 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 ding. And then you can join us in other fun things that we do together as patrons.
Cat's almost done with the merpups,
'cause we
drawing
do.
lagoons and mermaids too.
Nice.
Am I interrupting you?
Very nice. No, not at all.
Okay.
Please keep reading
Trying to keep things going.
because I want to know what's happening in the chat. And then eventually I circle back to the things they start talking about and then forget. And then eventually somebody asks the question again.
Oh, Madame Lori was here and Madame Lori left.
Oh, okay. She's
Hello, babies.
probably
Poof, goodbye.
catching babies again.
Poof. All right, let me catch up on the chat and then you can talk about the blog post.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Technically, there's only 7 minutes left. But I suspect we might ignore that
Again.
again. We're really bad at this time thing.
So bad. And we still have to make an announcement about what's happening to this channel next week and all the changes that are coming and the poll and everything. But chat first.
That chipped tooth that I have has been bothering me.
Oh, you snaggletooth?
I'm not snaggled. Stop talking to you now. All right.
I'll still love you.
All right. Isolina saved the widow page until the show.
Ah, nice. Yes, that's a good advice. That's a good advice. That's good advice.
Whatever. We talk however we want here. Should I adopt an accent for reading of all the comments?
I think...
my plantation accent?
Yeah. No, more plantation accent. I like it.
Kat says she has one made by School Smarts. It's awesome and it fits all her colored pencils.
Nice, nice.
Eva says, my light skin came in the mail today, along with my paper cutter, my electric sharpener, and my mermaid brushes.
That's so funny because I suspect they don't sound like that.
I am a happy camper. Cats loved those pencil sharpeners.
Nice.
Isolina says, the Tegal has settings. The best setting for those who love them is number 2 and won't kill widow points.
Nice.
I'm not sure what a Tegal is.
I think it's a type of a pencil sharpener.
You are wonderful. Okay. The chat keeps jumping to the bottom, which means I'm not reading fast enough.
Oh, are you in live chat or top chat?
It's the same thing.
It is the same thing.
It's only not the same thing when you have people like Zoom bombing your session and being like, join my channel.
And we don't have people like that.
I am actually in top chat, so if we have people like that, I'm not seeing them.
That's pretty funny.
Kat has a crank pencil sharpener that she doesn't use because it makes a really weird vibration that goes up her arm and gives her the heebie-jeebies.
Oh, that's really weird.
Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like fun at all.
I'm going to talk to you about a really weird heebie-jeebie thing. I might not even be able to say this, but it's really weird. It's a thing that's been with me since I was a kid. I used to play saxophone, which is a reed instrument. So reeds, you know, you have to like And, like get them wet, and then you got to keep them moist, and like do the whole thing.
Right. Reeds.
Like even thinking about it right now, the thought of the wood rubbing against my teeth, it's disgusting. I don't know why. It's not like it's gross, but it's just like a nails on chalkboard kind of.
It's creepy.
Cringy feeling.
Cringy.
But I
yeah,
played
that's
saxophone
good.
for a bunch of years, and it didn't bother me then. It's only when I think about it.
Because it's the concept of it that bothers you. It's like when you hurt yourself in a really weird way, like that time that my finger split open like a banana.
With the rock with the lawnmower?
With the rock with a lawnmower, and my finger just like exploded, and it never actually healed back to the same shape. Like my one finger is bigger than all my other fingers because it's all crushed inside. It's really weird. A really weird accident, and it was really bloody and messy and probably hurt a lot, except it happened so fast that I didn't actually feel it until, a few hours later when I was cleaning it again and like rebandaging it, and then it was all tender and stuff. So then thinking back at the incident like makes you cringe, and you're like, I can't believe that happened. But in the moment, you don't think about it.
Eva sounds exactly like the way I was talking. She lives in the deep south.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
That's lovely, darling.
That's wonderful.
I'm not quite in the accent proper. The plantation deep south accent is difficult, but once I get in it, it's really hard to get out of it. I can do hick.
That's true.
I can do redneck.
You stay in it for a while.
I can do.
Not that anyone
hillbilly from
here is a
Holland.
hick or a redneck that we know of.
I had a roommate named Billy Parsons.
Billy Parsons, you told me about him.
Billy Parsons said
I
that
keep losing my pencil that I'm
he was from
there it is.
a holla in Tennessee. I was like, what the heck is a holler? And he got so mad. He's like, a holla. A holla is the opposite of a hill. Hills and hollows.
A hollow.
I'm a holla in Tennessee. Named was Billy Parsons. He was a good roommate. I liked him. I believe that like everybody is traceable or findable or discoverable on the internet, and so people like I remember people that I knew from years and years and years ago, and I'm like, oh, they got to be on Facebook. I mean, granted, William Parsons is a very unique name, but just William. Like when I can't find people on the internet, I don't understand.
It's a little
I'm like,
freaky.
are they
I've had
dead
a
or
few
are they
people
just really good at hiding?
Disappeared.
Oh, creepy Southern gentleman voice. It's John Malkovich from Deepwater Horizon.
Yeah, totally.
That's the voice. So if I watch that, it's really easy to get. I haven't watched that in a while.
It's a good movie.
Get back into it.
Very good movie.
Oh, Tiffany loves my Southern voice. I'll try and talk some more.
I love your Southern voice.
I might have to go off camera and get in character. Tiffany played the clarinet. My dad played the clarinet and my sister played the clarinet. The clarinet is an awesome instrument. When we're listening to like electro swing or something and somebody comes out with a clarinet, it's so distinctive. It's just a really cool sounding instrument. That's one of those things where look at a musical instrument. Doesn't matter what musical instrument it is, except maybe like a recorder or a kazoo or something like that.
The hell is a kazoo?
You're kidding.
You just made that word up. Oh, okay. I know it. I just didn't know the word.
Spit all over myself again. Okay. Except you don't do it with your hand.
That kind of a stream.
It's that kind of...
Welcome, new members.
So look at a clarinet or a saxophone or anything, an oboe, whatever, and think somebody a really long time ago figured out that this hole needs to be in this exact position, and the combination of this hole being closed and this hole being closed and this hole being open with the vibration of the reed and a tube that's this diameter made of this wood resonates at this frequency. And they're able to do that with entire octaves of notes. It's unbelievable. But then you're like, okay, whatever. So like, if somebody can figure out a recorder, they can figure out a saxophone. 3-valved brass instruments. You can play the same note with the same valve depressed. Sorry, you can play different notes with the same valve. So effectively, just by controlling your embouchure, you can make different notes.
It's madness.
It's madness. It blows me away. Far cooler than stringed instruments. The people who made wind instruments, they're like space aliens.
Maybe it did come from the space aliens.
Oh, Eva, thank you. It's not that it's a holler like the opposite of a hill. It's that you're only a holler away from your neighbors.
Oh, it was a holler.
It's a holla. What's a holla? Did we ever talk about melungeons? I think we did.
I think we did, but way back in the day.
Katz wants to learn the bagpipes. That's cool.
That's very difficult, isn't it?
What's difficult about it is it's an asynchronous instrument. If you played a synchronous instrument where like your air creates the sound, you understand that the air creates the sound. Bagpipes, you're just breathing to keep the bag inflated. And then you control the pressure of the air with the bag under your arm.
Have you ever tried it?
No.
No.
No, lassie. That's all I can do. I'm not going to try anymore. Scotsman. And then you're playing the rest of it's like a reed instrument. So there's some coordination stuff associated with, you have three things happening that are necessary to create the output, but they happen at different frequencies. So like your breath is different from the pressure on the bag, is different from the notes that you're playing. Yes, my mom said that yesterday. Dad said the same thing about a French horn. I also played French horn. I played French horn, trumpet, saxophone. If you play saxophone, you can actually play the flute. Not many people know that. The fingerings are the same.
Oh.
You just have to learn the different embouchure. Yeah, French horn is also amazing. Another 3-valve brass instrument, but such a different sound. Just because the air goes in a circle and like gets directed in different places, and like I do stuff with the internet nowhere near as cool as the stuff that they used to do. Dudes, like from ages ago, they didn't have the internet, they didn't have computers, they didn't even have power tools. All right, Kat's cousin plays French horn. French horn is another majestic sounding instrument. When you hear a song and it's got a French horn in it,
you know it right away.
You know. YouTube is threatening that our stream is running slow.
Oh,
but it looks like it's
if
fine
we
to
do
me.
get cut off, we'll just start a new one. So please, if that happens though, because sometimes it does happen. Sometimes we do get cut off. Very rarely, but we do. If we do get cut off, we'll just start a brand new stream. So go to the main channel and see what we've set up. YouTube does lie quite a bit.
I wonder if anybody out there has named their child YouTube. How about all those people that named their kid Daenerys in season 4 of Game of Thrones?
Oh, they felt like such
And then they got to the end and they were like,
They were so mad. They should have seen it coming. They were building up that character to have a downfall, though.
No, we can't talk about that. That's like,
But it's
you
like
might as well talk about American politics. No, people, no.
No, okay.
No.
I'm sorry.
No Game of Thrones.
No Game of Thrones.
Allison wants me to serenade with synthwave sax.
Wow.
I don't even know what that is.
I want to hear it. I also don't know what that is, but it sounds like I should hear it. Oh, that's totally wrong.
YouTube's totally lying. YouTube, everybody's saying that the stream is fine.
Oh, okay.
Lies. Okay, talk about the blog post.
Okay, the blog post. So in June, which is very soon, I will be celebrating my 1 year on YouTube. And I can't believe that time went by so fast.
A year.
A year.
I remember when she started her channel.
And
she was just a pup.
I have a website. And I used to keep up with my website on a weekly basis. And I would put up new blog posts and update my contact information and update my new books and everything. But the second that I started YouTube, I wrote a blog post about starting YouTube and how I'm celebrating the beginning of my YouTube channel and what I'm expecting from it and whatnot. And then I never went back to my website because YouTube turned out to be a black hole that just completely sucked me into this completely new world that I didn't know anything about and had no idea that it would just take up my entire life. So I completely abandoned my website until today, when I went back to write a new blog post called My First Year on YouTube. And it was most enjoyable to write again. I forgot how much I really love writing blog posts. And now that I can manage my time a little bit better and I figured out how to do video editing, so I don't need to learn new software and learn how to edit my videos and all that stuff. And video production is taking faster to do, even though I'm...
Speaking, however, is taking harder.
Speaking is taking harder. Speaking is always hard.
Speak is hard. Speak in color, difficult.
Speak and color hard. Well,
Eva says the page is looking fantastic.
thank you. Now I don't even know what I speak of. What do I speak of?
You have more time. You enjoyed writing.
I have more time, so I will be spending more quality time on my website writing more blog posts for you guys. So if you do want to read that blog post from today, I will stop speaking and I will continue writing because speak is hard. Don't turn that upside down.
Subliminal reminder. You find yourself clicking the like button.
The link.
The like button is the key.
The link
to happiness.
To happiness, exactly. And actually,
Euphoria
I
is
do talk
here.
about the like button a little bit in the blog post and why it's important and how it helps me. That it's not just for me to know that you guys like the video. It does actually help propel my video forward, and it helps my video to be recommended to other people, so that more people get to see it and we grow a community and all that. And it's all in the blog post, and just about my experience and the things that I do and what I expected from YouTube and how it's totally not what I expected, and some things to look forward in the future. So do check that out and check out the website. It's actually still surprisingly relevant and very well organized. I did clean up some of the chapters there today, but it needed very little maintenance. It's quite a good website, if I may say so myself.
She spent a lot of time setting the website up and customizing it in the template and working at WordPress and stuff like that. It's.
I am happy with it. I was expecting to have to do a lot of work on it to make it relevant again and make it pretty, and I thought that probably it's not even in the style that I like anymore, but no, it's still exactly what I want it to be, so I will just continue posting there. I also I very much enjoyed reading my own article that started the YouTube channel. To begin with, I made a picture tutorial that I posted on the website a year ago, and it was on coloring glass. I had an orange glass of water with some metal surfaces next to it, and I was teaching reflections and glass effects in a written tutorial with pictures, and it was a step-by-step tutorial. And I posted it on my website, and I shared it in my group, and a whole bunch of you kept asking me to make video tutorials. You were like, this is really great, if only you could actually demonstrate it live in a video. And I'm like, nah, I'm afraid of video, it's really scary, I don't even have the equipment for it, I don't know what to do, blah, blah, blah. But you guys were pretty insistent that it got me really thinking about video, and before you know it, we talked about it and got the equipment, got the camera set up, and started the channel and just dove right in. And here we are today, and I'm really glad that we did it. Because we had no idea what we were doing, but I think with YouTube, like if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, or if you just recently started a YouTube channel, don't overthink the process. Just dive into it and figure it out as you go. Because the things that are happening on my channel right now and the things that I'm doing with you, I could not have predicted this. Mm-hmm. Or like the pace of this or the interaction of this. You can't plan this. It's a natural process. Like this thing grew like a pet, a plant.
Yeah, you can't go out and learn everything you need to learn because you don't know what you need to learn.
You don't know what you need.
You go out and you learn a thing and you start doing that thing, and then you find that you need to learn something else as your channel and your style and your voice and all of those things evolve.
Yes.
So learn, just-in-time learning. Learn the stuff you need to learn when you need to learn it. And you can immediately apply it, which is beneficial because we retain the information that we associate.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That's why none of us remember algebra.
That's so true. None of us do.
I use algebra.
Like many of us were good at it. We just
algebra.
don't
geometry.
remember it.
Pre-calc, not so much.
No.
But I remember Mrs. DeLucia. She was like the Mrs. Marcellus of high school.
I've never had a math teacher that was nice to me.
Mr. Webster?
Your math teacher?
I had a math teacher in 8th grade. That was when, 7th grade? 8th grade. He was cool. I remember going and picking up school books, and you had to like meet all the teachers before school started. And I got my algebra book and I came home and I was really excited because it was challenging and new and had symbols and formulas. and my mom showed me how to factor polynomials. First, she showed me how to do polynomial multiplication and then how to factor polynomials. And it was on a Friday night, and I was so excited that I got up on Saturday morning and I sat at my dad's desk and factored polynomials.
Wow.
For hours.
That's amazing.
Super dork.
Yes. It's wonderful. All right, what else is happening in the chat?
Kat likes Peter McKinnon too.
Yay!
She started out with photography as her main focus before diving into art so hard, but video is scary.
Nice. Yes, video is very scary. Very, very scary. But in the
Video's
article,
not scary. I'm going to take the other side of this argument. Video's not scary at all.
Video is scary to start with. So in the article, I talk about how in the beginning, I couldn't get past, I started with recorded videos. I didn't get into live streams until about halfway through my YouTube journey. But recorded videos were extremely difficult for me in the beginning because I could not get past this thing of I'm talking to someone that I care about, I'm talking to someone who's a friend. Like the whole pretend that the camera is your friend, just talk to your friend thing was very difficult for me because it's not a friend, it's an object that's just staring at me with this giant eyeball judging me. So I couldn't find a way of talking to you guys until I actually connected with you. Like now I'm actually talking to you. I know who you are. Like I know that Lori's there, that Cindy's there, that Sherry's there, the Kat's there, Joe Baz is probably lurking there. Like I know you guys. I know your personalities and I know your coloring styles and I'm actually talking to my friends for real. So even when I'm recording videos, I'm recording them for you the same way that I would record a voice message for Adrian. So now it's easy.
If we ever weren't in the same room.
Well, sometimes when you travel, I could record a message for you. But it's different. Like I had to build up that relationship with you, that speaking relationship with you before I was able to get past my video fears, and now I don't have them. Now I just talk comfortably, and I don't mind making mistakes and stumbling over my words because it doesn't matter. Like I'm with friends. But in the beginning, before you have that built up, it's very scary and it's very awkward and it's very difficult. But one feeds off the other. I had to make the first steps to record something so that you guys would respond back and then the conversation would initiate and then we have this whole relationship. So yes, it's scary in a vacuum. But once it's meaningful and it's attached to something that you care about, it's no longer scary, it's fun. Oh, typing is happening.
That's because you were talking.
Oh, I thought something needed.
Biggest just showed up.
Oh, hello. Nice to have you here. All right.
I was telling Kat that it's okay to feel self-conscious or any type of anxiety. It's what you actually feel is anxiety, and because you feel anxiety, your brain will decide the source of it because we live as creatures that if things exist, there must be a source of them. And what I said to her was that it's okay to feel that way at the same time that you're just doing the thing that you're afraid of.
Yes.
And then the mad typing that you heard is I was starting to say that today I preview launched, which means it's not an official launch. It's invitation only preview launch for 50 or so people. The certification program that I built for Rancher, the company where I work. So this is what I've been building for the last 4 months.
It's a huge project.
It's been my entire life. It's the reason that I haven't been making any videos on YouTube since January is because this is literally all that I do. And some other people joined in to help me, but all of the video stuff has been myself and Lisa. And I had a really, really difficult time sending the first email to give the first person access. Yeah. It was bizarre. Like I had the email written. I mean, I've had there's obviously, I want people to like it. What if they don't? I really don't care, but I watch it. I think it's pretty good. I do care. I don't know. But the email was written. I literally could not press send. My heart was pounding. I wanted to cry. I wanted to run. It was straight up fight or flight. And the only way through it was to say, wow, I'm absolutely terrified. Send.
Yes.
And then I wrote the second email, and I'm like, "Ah, send. Ah, this is terrible. Send.
Yeah.
And I finally got all the emails out, and I never really felt better. It's not a really good end to the story.
But you got it done.
But I got it done because one does not have to stop the other.
Exactly. All right. I'm coming to a nice stopping point here with the tail. I was able to match my colors. So let's talk a little bit about what we're planning to do for the rest of this week and starting next week. Because we had a poll. We had a poll on YouTube, Patreon, and Facebook asking you guys where should we take the scheduling of the channel next, because a lot of people are missing the recorded tutorials. Missing as in you miss them because I haven't been making them, not missing as in you missed the show. And a lot of people are not joining these survival coloring streams just because the planet is round and everyone's in different time zones. And we can only do them at this time. We tried doing morning and evening thing and it just does not work for us. So even though this is amazing and meeting every evening for a half an hour session, that's actually an hour session, is fantastic fun. It is impossible for me to do this every night and also produce recorded tutorials. So we put it to a poll and you guys have spoken. You wish to have more recorded tutorials. So I've come up with a plan that will make everyone happy, I think, because I will bring back recorded tutorials. Yes. But we will also still have these streams every other Tuesday. So every other Tuesday we'll have a tutorial, and then the following Tuesday we will meet for a live stream where we will go in depth live about the thing that I presented in a tutorial. And we'll try that for a few weeks and see if that's something that's fun for everyone, that some people can just watch the tutorial and that's enough for them. Some people would prefer to work on the same page but live, and that may be more interesting for you. And some of you prefer to have a combination of both, a tutorial that you can reference as a guide and also to be able to jump into the live chat and ask me questions directly about that page.
And some of you just want to watch me dance.
Yes, and also we want to not give up our time with tech support, so...
Wait, when does Art with Baby Tech happen then?
Tuesday.
The same Tuesday?
The same Tuesday, because it will be an hour-long tutorial. It will have a chapter with Art with Baby Tech.
Okay. I showed Lisa some early theater art with Baby Tech this evening.
And I will share it with you guys tomorrow, because tomorrow is Tuesday. Oh my God.
We're going to show that?
We're going to show it.
Dude, nobody wants to see home movies.
No, this is the best home movie ever. And he's so tiny.
It's actually not just a home movie. It's me and my two sisters acting out... it's the story of Rapunzel and the Prince from...
Rapunzel.
No, hang on. Sesame Street Newsflash.
Yes.
If any of you remember Sesame Street Newsflash, it was a little skit thing on Sesame Street where Kermit the Frog was the newscaster and he would involve himself in various fairy tales. Well, this is the Rapunzel and the Prince fairy tale.
And he's
I was like
frog.
this tall.
It's adorable. I will show it to you guys tomorrow because tomorrow is Art with Baby Tech. So for the rest of this week, actually this week we're coming up on 30 days of survival coloring. So we'll do 30 days exactly. That's today, tomorrow, and Wednesday.
Ooh, Wednesday's a special day.
Wednesday's a special day because Tech Senior will be with us as a live guest.
Tech Senior just had a birthday yesterday.
That's right, on Mother's Day.
Well, yeah, but I don't think the two are connected. Technically, he had a birthday on his birthday. Mother's Day just like came along for the ride.
Right.
When do you want to have your birthday this year? Christmas!
Yes, so the patrons are already putting together a list of questions for him. There are quite a few. And he will be live with us on Wednesday. I'll have some clips to show you about him, and I'll bring back the frog drawing clip because some people missed that. and you guys can ask him questions. And I think it will be a great end to our 30-day survival coloring adventure.
This is a guy who's done tremendous things in his life. He's worked on a railroad. He's done sales of test and measurement equipment to companies that built equipment for the space program. He's done reading for the blind and dyslexic.
And still
he
is doing
served
that.
in the Navy. He was on submarines. He has cool stories. He has stories about submarines that he can't tell any of us. Like, I don't even know, but he has some stories that are cool. He's bringing a cool one that I don't actually know the story, but I know what he's bringing. It's going to be exciting. So
Yes,
he's
very cool dude.
He's super cool. So if you have questions about stuff,
I'm sure questions will also come up live as
Yeah.
soon as he starts talking.
do they have like a bio of him that they can sort of pick questions about?
They kind of do, but you can give them a bio now because I
I think that's enough.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure.
I can start making things up.
Yeah, that's fun.
He
too.
trained to be a samurai under Sensei Nakimoto in Japan in 1963.
That's what we should do. We should give fake bios about our guests. So we have Albert Jones coming on the show on the 23rd, the man who created Black Widow pencils. We'll create a fake bio about him, and then you guys can ask him about his time in the ant circus.
Yes. He wasn't actually an ant, though, but he was responsible for the therapy sessions that the ants would go through when the anteater would forget his lines. And
Yes, they were traumatized.
there was sometimes a little bit of ant trauma, but it was okay because the anteater was actually a vegetarian, and so he only pretended to traumatize the ants because he was also a sadist.
That's right.
A vegetarian sadist anteater.
And you will have a chance to ask Albert Jones these questions about his profession on the 23rd. He's so gonna cancel the show. Like, I'm not going on that crazy show. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this up for tonight. Tomorrow I will do some more work on this. I am building up more dark colors here. I've actually used my Black Widow pencil that I found to add a little bit of shadows here, which I rarely use black, but this black is so soft, I really like to add it just lightly over the colors that I established. And I want my jellyfish to stand out even more, even though they're already nice and shiny and jelly and very slimy and slippery. But I think that they will look even better if we build up more darkness in the rest of the scene, even though I don't want it to come across as dark, but I do want it to be a little bit more high contrasty. So I will keep building up my darkness on this for the next 2 days. So tomorrow, let's see, we talked about the new set, we talked about the new schedule, we talked about the website, we talked about the guest. Tomorrow we'll continue working on this and we'll have more art with baby tech. And I'll show you the amazing home video. We'll show you the amazing home video of baby tech, who's adorable. It's exactly the same, but very small. It's so cute. So are there any final questions before we let you guys go?
Nope.
No? Is that official or is that just you saying?
No, that's actually the truth. There are no final questions. People are talking about the Navy, and some people already had to go. So
Okay.
that was it.
All right, then we will say goodbye and farewell. Don't forget to get your sets, whether it's on Etsy or on Patreon. And don't lick.
Charlie the Unicorn.
Don't lick Charlie the Unicorn.
If you don't know Charlie the Unicorn, is the meadow on fire?
We love Charlie.
If you don't know Charlie the Unicorn, then after this stream ends, we encourage you to search for Charlie the Unicorn on YouTube. And
After the stream ends, you already wrote Charlie the Unicorn in the chat. Just write Charlie the Unicorn so that they remember.
just randomly write Charlie the
Charlie
Unicorn.
the Unicorn, that's it. Just write it. And they'll know. They'll know what
right.
it means.
So there are 3 episodes of Charlie the Unicorn. The first one is really all you need to watch. Charlie Goes to Candy Mountain. If you really don't want the next 20 minutes of your life back ever, you can watch the next 2. They're also pretty funny. But they get a little weird.
The fourth one's been in production for several years now.
Yeah, he's trying to Kickstarter it. Nobody cares. But the first episode of Charlie the Unicorn is good, and so we just recommend that you don't lick Charlie the Unicorn, but have a good laugh.
That's right. You're welcome.
Thank you all for joining us.
Bye.
We will see you later.